rate message. Digital satellite viewers can enter by pressing their red button now, and you can also enter for free at itv.com. Entrants must be 18 or over. Lines close at 10 a.m. on Saturday, the 14th of February. Entries made after this time won't be counted, but may still be charged. And the very best of luck. Right, let's keep you waiting no longer. We're absolutely thrilled to welcome a very special guest to the show today. If anyone is deserving of the title Honorary Loose Woman, it's this Hollywood queen. And if you think you already know all about her, prepare to learn a lot more during the rest of the show. She's been top of the showbiz tree for the past 40 years, deftly skipping between movies and music, stage and screen, and she's currently performing in The Showgirl Must Go On in Las Vegas. Before we chat, here's a look at some highlights from her fantastic career so far.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat will sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
And I'll pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Here's her tape. I've got to get back to my lunch. What'd you do that for?
It's the happiest moment of my life. I don't ever want you to forget it.
I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings.
I'm getting a divorce.
Oh, God, I knew it. I could feel it. I'm so connected to you. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
But you brought it up.
I was playing your game and it just came out.
Was this recent?
Yes.
Was there trouble in the marriage for a long time?
Long enough.
Do you still want to have kids?
Of course you still want to have kids.
God is watching, I know he's watching from a distance.
Please welcome the one, the only, Bette Midler.
Those little clips that you found, could you have found any worse?
Are you
nice. That was fabulous.
Yeah.
That was fabulous. That was almost as if, oh, I felt like, oh my God, look at how fabulous I look. I didn't recognize myself. I mean, I have
a bikini.
I cannot believe some of the costumes I just can't believe what I've done. I mean, what was I thinking?
It was so ahead of its time. Nobody was doing what you were doing then.
Still not doing what I'm doing.
Were you outrageous as a child then when you were?
You know, actually, I wasn't. I was very shy. I was very retiring. I was a bit of a loner, big reader, loved to read, bookworm, read it all, and but in my little soul, you know, in my little, you know, in front of the mirror and in the shower, of course, people used to gather around outside the shower, outside my house, because I would sing in the shower every day around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there would be little crowds around my. They didn't applaud. They would just listen to me, making these raucous noises.
This was a shower party.
Yes, it was.
Could they see you in at this time? I mean, could they actually see you?
No, they couldn't see me. I was on the second floor, but they could hear me. That's the point. I was really loud.
So at that time, did you kind of know that you were going to make it big?
You know what? I sang in public when I was in the first grade, and it was silent night, and I stopped them cold. And that's when I thought, oh, there's something to this, I said. There's something to this.
How old were you then? Was that
I was about, no, I was six. I was six.
Okay,
and it was quite shocking, because I had never had that kind of attention before.
So did the voice come first? Because you do so many different things, don't you?
I would say so. I found out that I could sing, that people would listen to me, and so it was very exciting for me, because I didn't get much attention at home. Out of here. Get out of here. That's mostly what I got. So suddenly people were paying attention to me if I opened my mouth and sing. But I used to be in talent shows when I was a little girl. In the 6th grade, I started doing the talent shows. But I only knew one song, and that was the Lullaby of Broadway. And so I remember being in back of two girls in the 8th grade, and they were talking about the next talent show, and they said, "You think Bette Midler's going to sing again?" And the other girl said, "Yeah, but she's probably going to sing that damn Lullaby of Broadway again." And I thought, oh. Oh, God.
Well, listen, fast forward 40 years.
I sang it again.
And you sang it again.
Oh.
And you have this amazing retrospective album, The
Yes.
Best Bet. Good
Great
title.
picture.
Good
Great
title.
pictures.
And I was just about to say, I mean, that's almost obscene to have legs that good.
Aren't they
I mean, that's just
fabulous?
not right.
Oh, they are my own legs.
And they're your
And there's
legs.
no Photoshop on that. There's no retouching on the legs. The rest of it, however, is not. But the legs.
How do you go about from that repertoire that you've had? How do you get to just choosing? How many have we got? 19 songs on there.
Well, you know, I
it tough?
I don't have that many hits. I included all the hits because everybody loves the hits. But I also included the songs that I really love to sing, like Spring Can Really Hang You Up the Most, which is not a terribly well-known song, but it's a song that I've always loved.
Right.
And a couple of jazz ballads and a couple of songs that are memorable to me, that mean a lot to me personally.
And I
Well,
love
it's so varied. That's the thing that amazes me about your singing, that you have this sound that is so versatile. You can do boogie-woogie, you can do jazz, you can do pop, you can do rock. How does that work for you?
Well, I love music, and to me, it doesn't really matter that it's not in my little box, it's not in my niche. I sing it because I love to sing it. The song means something to me. I can be emotional. And I mean, I don't read much about myself because it's like, oh, don't make me read that. And I don't really look at much about myself, but occasionally I happen upon something. And one thing that I read recently was her emotional delivery, and I thought, her emotional delivery, and then I realized, well, what they really mean is that I'm so attached to these songs and to these lyrics that I kind of make a big deal out of them, and I put my heart and soul into them.
But they must touch you.
They have to touch me,
An
and they
experience
do,
of
but
yours.
because many things touch people.
Yeah.
I mean, also, of course, you're such a great actress because that comes into that, does it?
Well, you do act. They are little playlets, and you do act them. You do, put on the persona. You do put on the character, and you do act them out. You know, I don't know, is Hello in There on there? Hello in There was on my first record.
Yes, it is, yeah.
It's a John Prine
You don't know
song.
what's on your own record?
Of course I do. No, of course I do. It's different. Take a look. No, I know. It's 19 songs. I'm older, you know. I don't know every song. I know, actually, I do. Hello in There was on my first record, and it's a song that was very... the first time I heard it, I was in Chicago, and I was in a folk club. It was the height of the folk madness, and John Prine was singing it, and I fell in love with him. And he made a couple of records that are truly American standards. And this song I heard for the first time that night, and I just grabbed it, and I started singing it, and I think it's one of the best records I've ever made. It's a beautiful arrangement. The piano, the accompanist is so marvelous with the voice. And it sounds like some old lady is singing it. I mean, when I recorded it, I couldn't have been more than 28. And now I'm 102. I've completely grown into this song.
You've got some pretty nice pins on you for a 102-year-old, I have to say.
Know. The legs are the last to go.
But
the
that's
legs
what
are
you
the last
do.
to
You
go.
respond so well to your arrangements. I've often heard that when you just have a piano, you've got that voice that goes with that. But then in your tour, the brass, Kiss My Brass,
yeah.
which I saw in Australia, that's a completely different ballgame because you've got this fabulous brass orchestra, so you become that person.
Yes, I really do, and it's the thing that's great about. I've been so lucky to be able to play. To do practically anything that I've wanted to do. It really, sometimes I think like, I'm just having a dream. I'm having this fantastic dream, and everyone's in my dream, and it's great. Because how could I be so lucky? I just can't understand why I got so lucky, because it's not the greatest voice. Really, let's call a dog a dog.
No,
it's not the greatest voice. It's okay. It's okay, But I'm lively, and I'm certainly amusing. I know I'm amusing. And I wear clothes well, and I have these little eccentricities that people seem to think are just, oh, she is so cute. And that's great.
And you are knocking Vegas, just slaying them in Vegas right now.
You know what, as they say, I killed.
You
Yes, I'm killing. It's true, I'm killing. And we get a lot of Brits. I know that because I have a book signing every other month. Because I have this book that I ordered too many of, so of course I have to sign them. I have to sign every one of them, okay? And so many people say, of course, the Brits are the only ones who read anymore.
Really?
I brought this, and I read it, and I really loved it. And they come and I sign these books, and I'm always amazed at how many come from UK. I'm really quite shocked. Yeah. But it's been great.
And the show is for how long? Because people sort of now kind of sign up for a long period of time to do a show in
Well,
Vegas.
it's about, you know, it's 20 weeks a year, and they sort of spread it out.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I've been sharing the stage with Elton John, Sir Elton.
Not bad.
And Madam Cher.
You're not still borrowing her dresses, are you?
Oh,
Where do you borrow her
absolutely.
dresses?
You know what? For her,
There you are in action. There you are in Vegas.
For her opening night, I gave her back a dress that I borrowed in 1978.